down, wait 10, and then go.
All right. Are we live? Keith, are we live?
We're looking good.
Excellent. Welcome to the Wednesday nights.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. So the people that are listening live on Facebook, they're like, suckers. I thought you were starting.
It's giving me a spinning thing, and then no
Hang in there,
thing.
Facebook people. Hang in there.
I'm seeing the cyclical load also.
Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. So everybody who's listening on Facebook, this is behind the scenes. This is the Wednesday nights behind the scenes with technical issues.
These are those free extra perks that you all signed up for.
Think about how much money people pay, right, for those Blu-rays with the behind-the-scenes extras, and we're giving it for free.
Maybe we'll have to edit this and put it out in the special,
Let me restart OBS here.
Dun, dun, dun. OBS. That's right, we use OBS. For Twitch.
Which is sometimes an SOB.
It is. That's true.
There we go.
Oh.
Restart work.
Restart work. Now we're live?
Yep, we can go.
Awesome. And we're live. Welcome to the Wednesday nights. A group of friends that get together to play role-playing games on Roll20. On Wednesdays, we live stream our adventures here on Twitch and Facebook. So be sure to visit our website, thewednesdaynights.com. That's nights with a K. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube, where you can watch all of our previous episodes. Now, let's meet everyone. Tonight we have Bryce.
Hello, hello. I am the Weasel, and this is the gang.
And Eldermane.
Hello, I play Davin, the monk.
And Keith.
Hi, I play Yurik, the mage, part of the game.
And, of course, fan favorite Hans.
I play Thad the cleric. I'm skipping a Slayer movie for this tonight.
Yes, he is, and we appreciate it so much. And I am GM Jeremy. And tonight we are going to continue our Beast of Burden campaign. And so in the Beast of Burden campaign, we are playing the first edition Forgotten Realms campaign setting, and we're using the Castles and Crusades rule system. Although we're going to tweak it a little bit, and we're not going to get too much into that right now. Maybe we'll do a post or something about that on Facebook or something like that. So yeah, so anyway, now we will get down to it. Where we left off, let's see here, move some stuff out of the way on my screen. Everyone is down in the caverns in Witchheed Hill. And we just wrapped up. They were attacked by these rancid creatures. They stunk like garbage and death and had tentacles. It was disgusting. They killed them with a little bit of trouble, and then found a little chamber with this sarcophagus in it. They opened it up. They found some chests that were locked, and that's where we are now. So you guys were just taking like pretty short. Brief little reprieve there, and now it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Slow poison, Hans.
I already did that.
Delay poison, yeah. Yeah, we got it.
1 hour a level, right?
Yeah, I posted on the Facebook page as well as.
Yeah, it was 1 hour a level.
I think that sounds about right.
So in theory, you could neutralize it long enough that the duration ends, and you'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Or maybe even cast it a couple of times, right?
That's what I mean. Just you got to refresh it every 6 hours or whatever level you are.
Yeah, it's 1 hour per level, and You're what, 6th level?
I'm level 6, so it's good for 6 hours.
Yeah, you guys, you're good.
And we tended to all the loots last session. Is that right?
Yeah, you opened
From
it.
that room.
Yep. They
Okay.
are on the party treasure tab or grabbed up by everyone. Yeah, all the boxes we found in that crypt that were all trapped, and seemed like it was all the loots of the dead parties that came in before us that we have now found the dead bodies of. So here on out, guys, I think it might be a little tougher.
Hey Thad, could I
It's been
use
pretty
a?
tough so far, I thought.
This is true.
I could use a cure light wound. Thad, buddy.
I could give you a cure light wounds. Oh, I forgot how many that is. Is that an 8 or a 6?
I'm down a few hit points. Also, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a need, but if you are able to and handing out, you know, I would.
Yurik, do you need spells? Do we need to like rest for a while?
I'm down a few spells, but I was looking at it. I'm only down like 3 first level spells and a second level.
Yurik's got a knife.
I got knives. I got my fireball still.
I was just throwing it out there.
No, it's I don't know where Thad's at on spells, but I don't know if I want to sit and rest in here with all these traps either. So
We've already set the traps have already gone off. They're safe now.
Well, I figured we could hang out in this room with the teleporter.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
yeah, it's
Just if you do take a nap, make sure not to roll over on top of it.
Roderick, you got back 6 hit points.
Roderick. Who's Roderick?
Rick. What is your name?
Yurik.
Yurik.
You've been traveling together for 2 years. What was your name again?
He's not very smart then.
How much? 2 hit points?
I don't know.
I just got points.
Was that 2 hit points, Hans?
6.
6. Okay.
And then Davin, I remember your name. You got 4.
Yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to rest. I can keep going. I have quite a few spells left still.
I'm out of first level spells, so I have no more healing.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should rest then. We'll need healing.
I thought you were able to kind of do those ritualistically.
I mean, I still have to have them memorized. Like, I get 5 slots, and then I can cast 5 first level spells. Gotcha. I'm out of slots. I need slots back.
As just a reminder, our castle keeper this evening is the one in charge of the recording of hit points above the heads of our icons.
No, I thought he freed it up. I
freed it up.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You can use the character sheet. Yeah, you can use the character sheet and adjust it there also.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Gavin, did you get the 4 hit?
Cumbersome.
I did. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed.
Perfect.
Well, let's rest here. How many hours for your spells? Is it 4 or 5, or you need a full 8?
No, isn't it first level? Isn't it like minutes, like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, we'll say, for the sake of keeping the game rolling, maybe let's say a 2 or 3 hour rest in order to get your spells back. So not a full night's sleep, but a good rest.
Yeah, I'd be good for that.
Okay. Yeah, we can certainly do that.
All right, so you have to let me know.
And even if spells, we got healing potions, but no point in breaking into the reserves unnecessarily.
Yeah, speaking of which, I want to grab one of those just so I have one on me. So if someone isn't around to help me when I need it, I got something for myself. I think we should all do that.
Yeah, because we should. Because I have like a healing potion and a potion of extra healing person. That's why I haven't taken any of those. We should have them on each, distributed between us.
Yeah,
I just took
I have
one.
one. I have one potion of extra healing on my character sheet.
Jukebox. No, I don't want that.
Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, now that we got that done, everyone rested, get your spells back.
Let's keep exploring.
Yeah, we got one passageway going south down here at the bottom.
Well, actually, you guys got to tell me where you're resting, or where you think you're going to rest.
We think.
Go too far along.
Oh,
You got to tell me who's sleeping and who's doing what.
I'm going to read some books in a corner.
I figured we'd go to the teleporter room, close the door.
But what if something teleports in there?
Why don't we just do it where the sarcophagi room?
Yeah, there's a pretty easily defendable pinch right at the entrance of this.
Not next to gross monster, fish monster.
It stinks in there.
Well, we can use the lid of the sarcophagus, put it up against the opening to help as a barricade.
And there's uric vomit all over the floor where you're standing.
That's true.
I forgot about that. It's true.
Where who's standing? Where I'm standing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess that spot doesn't need to be defended.
No.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't smell very good in here. It smells like someone was sick in here. Maybe two people.
And not just the one exit hole sick.
Oh, man.
Dear Lord, how such a tiny elf can make such a mess.
Half elf, thank you.
Yeah, so where would you guys like to rest?
All right.
Who's going to keep watch?
Right there.
Do all that stuff?
We're going to rest right there, and Davin was going to keep watch.
We'll shut the door behind us so
I honestly have zero problem with that, and I'll pull the meditation thing primarily just to pass the time.
All right.
What, you're out on yourself?
Sure.
Oh, I'm in the doorway.
Okay.
Do we get any healing just from the 4-hour rest?
Yeah, you guys can have some
Get a hit
points
point.
back. Let's do.
Sweet.
Let's say. We'll reroll that. Everyone can get 3 hit points back from this short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right. So an hour goes by. You guys are studying away and resting and studying, and nothing happens. Davin's meditating outside the door. Weasel's hanging out in the doorway. Another hour goes by. Uneventful. The 3rd hour goes by, and it is still uneventful. All right, so you guys get your spells. What would you like to do?
Pick up where we left off.
Okay. So Weasel and Davin take off running through the caverns. Whee! Wizard behind.
Suddenly, the room gets very cold.
Yeah, right. A stone falls and blocks the door. Son of a bitch, not again. All right, so you head on down through the caverns. You see the dead minotaur thing that you killed earlier, and then the cavern.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Forgot about that.
Yeah, the clay golem minotaur with multiple arms. Yeah. And then the cave continues a little bit downward. The ground gets a little looser over here. Lots of loose pebbles as it heads down. And
Who's leading? Weasel?
Tad?
I check my... Is my fungal rod allergic to anything dangerous down there?
Your fungal rod is flaccid at the moment.
Limp as a biscuit.
Okay.
You can see a doctor about that.
Or maybe a cleric.
Perhaps an alchemist for some cream.
All right. So this goes down, kind of slopes down to this loose gravel and dirt. And through the darkness, you can see it opens up into a large lake in this area. Let me just reveal this. Now, it's very, very treacherous through here because it gets really, really steep as you're kind of trying to move along the coast here of this little lake. Let me open this up for you guys. There we go. And so right where Thad is standing, it's just really steep. And I mean, you're stepping into the stones and into the ground, and you're, it's like burying up to your ankles, right? And it kind of feels like you're almost having to go, and because you really are almost having to go sideways, trying to climb through here. So everybody make a dex check. Hey, look at that attribute check right out of the gate almost.
I just want to get on my hands and knees.
Okay, you can get down on your hands and knees.
So just do a manual d20 roll then.
Yeah, so roll a d20 and roll your dex or below.
I made it right on the nose.
Yeah, unless you're like Thad, who's going to go on his hands and knees.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on my hands and knees through this because I don't want to go rolling into the water.
How far down is the water? Like, how far up are we in relation?
It's about 5 to 10 feet away,
Okay.
depending on where you are exactly, but roughly 5 to 10 feet until.
And I
you hit
assume.
the water.
Okay. Well, it's dark anyways. Yeah. Okay.
There's probably something in there that find us awfully tasty.
And the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my bow out and hang out here at the entrance and wait for them to kind of get across some, and just kind of watch.
And so the light from you guys probably have a light spell going. Probably Yurik does.
Oh, I still have continual light on.
That's
my
right.
mace.
You got continual light. Yeah. So you can see the water's pretty murky. There's odd bits of unidentifiable things floating across the top. There's this really narrow footpath you guys are working on and trying to walk kind of around this thing, trying to get through. And let's see, how do we do on the dex checks? Yurik, what's your dexterity? Yurik's dex is 9, so he failed his dex check.
I'm not moving, but I'll be right
Oh,
back.
sorry. I was hitting the wrong button.
Oh. So
saying, "Oh, I failed."
And then Davin rolled a 19, it looks like. So we're not going to worry about the dex check
Correct.
stuff. Looks like you rolled a 19, and so... And your dex is...
It's a
18,
primary.
So that is a fail. All right. So,
How? What?
Because you got to roll 18 or below. So if you would have rolled a 1 through 18...
We're into this reverse math shit again?
No, it's not reverse math. The dex check right? The attribute checks is roll your stat or below. Simple as that. So on a D20 with an 18 dexterity, you would only fail on a 19 or a 20.
Right.
Right? And so that's why I'm looking at what you rolled, going, okay, what's the actual die? Because we're not going to worry about the 5 plus 3. So in this scenario, right, you rolled a 19, which is one of two numbers that would cause you to fail.
Yeah, here I am all excited, and it's all BS. Go ahead.
You rolled a 19.
I am both the most dexterous and the least dexterous monk that these guys have ever seen.
At the moment, yeah. So you guys start sliding down into the water. So you guys slide down about 5 feet closer to the water as you're trying to move across. And so Weasel and Thad, you see both of you guys drop down 5 feet towards the water.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry about that little pause there. Most humbly apologize. Momentarily emergency dealt with. So a couple of guys dropping in front of us?
No,
How far is the water from us?
We're slipping.
Oh, you guys are slipping. All right, I pull out my rope.
Help!
All right, so both you guys roll a d20 again. Okay, so Davin makes his dex check with a 12. He stops himself from sliding. And so does Yurik.
Yay!
You both stop yourselves from sliding any further. And at that point, Yurik's got 1 foot into the water, right? Make it an intelligence check. Same with you, Weasel. And same with you, Thad. You're probably watching these guys.
No, I failed. I don't see it.
I rolled a 19.
No, you rolled a 3. I rolled a 19.
What's my intelligence? 7. I rolled a 6.
No, no, I think Yurik rolled twice. He rolled a.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 19. You rolled a.
Weasel
You rolled a 10. Weasel.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Must have rolled at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I made it.
Yurik is preoccupied with trying to keep himself from sliding. Weasel, you made the check?
Yes, by 3.
Okay.
I made the check.
About 10 feet in to the lake, you see the water start to swirl. And then you see a fountain shoot up out of the water. And you see Yurik pull his foot out of the water super fast. And
I didn't do anything.
We have movement.
What's that?
We have movement.
You do. As this form shoots up out of the water, and now we have initiative.
Son of a bitch.
So I'm going to remove all these. Wait. I got to remove them. There's still some of those ones in there. So go ahead and roll initiative now.
Oh, man, I rolled an 11. That's bad.
I know.
Oh, I call foul.
Let's see. Sorry.
The foulness was your eagerness to roll the die.
Ah.
That's right. I got a 3. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now.
Holy crap, she's huge.
Oh yeah, this huge whoosh, things come out of the water. Yep.
This is a friend of yours. Looks like Yurik.
All right, so Thad goes first. Thad, you see this form, this water form come out of the water and start to swirl around and take on this humanoid form, and it starts splashing into the water, moving towards Yurik and Davin.
I'm going to cast prayer.
I pray. Okay. Yurik.
I'm going to fireball her ass.
All right.
My first fireball.
You start.
Wind up.
Yeah. And you cast fireball.
Yes. And is that 5d6 for my level?
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm looking up Castle Crusades damage.
Oh, yeah. The, let's take a look here.
1d6 per caster level to all creatures in the area.
All creatures? No, just kidding.
No, I mean, I'm going to throw it out far enough so it doesn't damage me. Affects a 40-foot square. These are 10-foot squares, right?
They're 5 foot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw it against the far bank so it doesn't hit me. So, like right here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shit, these are 5 feet?
Yeah, they're 5 feet. Yeah. So the wall is only 5, 10, 15 feet away? 5,
Oh,
10,
40-foot
20.
diameter, so it's 20 feet radius. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as it's 4 feet away, yeah. So I'm going to throw it like right here.
Okay.
And I'd be. Let's go. Giant Kadoosh. 5d6 damage. Oh, there we go. 26 damage.
Nice.
All right. See if I get some sort of saving throw here.
Now you could, unless you have a thing for spells that allows for this, you could probably set that up under a weapon and just roll your damage through the system like that. Make it
Oh,
easy
that's
on
not a
yourself.
bad idea. Yeah.
It does have a -1 to its saving throws because of the prayer.
Yep. So
It's usually
it gets a
saving throw for half,
It gets
but
a
I don't.
dexterity save. All right. Let's take a look at this real quick. I want to say this guy gets.
And it looks like in the castles, I only need to roll to hit if it's like if I'm trying to throw it through like a arrow slit or something like that. But it's like a baseball in this one. You throw a baseball and it explodes.
Right.
And I'm assuming that the
There it is.
the word skadoosh that you used is the verbal component for that spell.
Ball liquor. That was nearly max damage. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was really good roll of damage there. And so.
Hans, I think you're making all kinds of noise over there.
That's fine.
Oh, I'm making coffee.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was peeing.
Parts of it, turns into like a sauna. All the steam, right? And part of its side goes missing, but then it's what you take to be some sort of an arm or hand just starts just moving closer in. And now it's Weasel's turn.
Weasel. Oh.
Muted?
AFK.
He's not talking.
He's not muted, but I said something about having to deal with an emergency.
Yeah, so we can come back to Weasel. Let's go on to Davin.
Okay, how close is you said an arm was coming towards us, so I mean how close is that?
It's not to you guys yet. It's not his turn. The 15 feet away.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, kind of
Okay,
faint, but you're
it
there.
got
That's
on-
better.
My thing got unplugged here. I'll have to look at it. I have a feeling arrows aren't going to hurt this thing.
It is a watery creature.
So I'm just going to hold my action for now.
pull the rope that he threw back to himself.
Well, I
Or
haven't
you
thrown it yet. I'm
Oh,
holding
okay.
it though. But I'll get my bow out and ready. Well, no, I'll get my sword out. Just kind of hold action.
Okay. So Davin's turn.
Okay, I am. I'm gonna pull. No, you know what? I'm gonna go on guard, and as soon as it's within range, I'll strike it.
Okay, so you're holding your action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The creature moves closer. Let's see here. Trying not to cover up Uric there.
That's no good. Does she want to make out or what?
So it moves in closer, and then let's see. Should make a macro for this one. All right, it attacks Davin. And
Okay, does
with this
my attack go off first or hers?
So what's your attack?
Well, I was gonna strike her, and I was gonna try and do a stun attack.
So roll.
Okay, and there was something I was trying to check here real quick. Okay. So the roll for the attack will look like that. Ugh.
AC 10 is a miss.
Shit.
All right, good enough.
That's it?
Yep, that's the extent of my attack.
Okay. Raises its arm, whoa, and this gigantic watery arm just shoots, forth and to punch at Davin. And hits AC 9.
That's a miss.
Or sorry.
They have to be
19.
over.
Sorry. Hold on. 8, 11. All this adding. Gosh. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. And so hits for... Oh, come on. Stop.
I just want to go on record and say this is not my fault.
5 points of
stepping in the-
damage. And you're now drenched.
Which has what effect?
Nothing, you're just wet.
Okay. Give me an excuse to
I'm gonna
take my
use
shirt
my-
off again.
I'm going to use my hold action.
Yeah?
I'm going to do a controlled slide down to the edge and take a swing with my magic sword.
Okay, roll dex, tell me how much you make it by. Oh man, you're in the water.
He slid well.
Yeah, you're like up to your waist in the water. And now
I meant to do that.
you're like exactly where I want to be. And then roll initiative.
I know what I'm doing next.
Rolling initiative.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Davin goes first.
All right, I want to try the. Now you're just teasing. I want to try the stunning attack again.
Okay.
Better. 25.
Okay. so that is a hit.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Or be stunned for 1d4 rounds.
Let's see here. And what would be my target number for the Constitution saving throw? What's your level? 6?
5?
5? Okay.
Yeah, 5.
So let's see here. This is something I hadn't thought about. Was the with the martial arts stuff, because your level's going to help with the target number. That's going to be added to whatever the target number is, but I don't know what the base target number would be for the saving throw. I don't know where to start the math. I just know what to add to it. Let's take a look here real quick. I'm going to look this up.
Well, that terminology is out of Castles and Crusades, and I thought the saving throws were like stat checks.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what the target number would be in that regard. Because you're right, it is a stat check that you roll, the d20. Let me take a look here real quick. Saving throws. There we go.
So that'd be their
75.
Constitution?
Standard Constitution check adjusted by whatever my level and whatnot.
Right, so a spell's challenge level is equal to a caster's level, right? So but that's why with your level 5, that becomes your challenge level.
I like that, taking into account the caster's level.
Yeah, well, it looks like that's the target number. Is a spell's challenge level is always equal to its caster's level. So you're attacking as a 5th level person, right? You hit, but for the stun, it's a saving throw against your level, which is a 5, which it makes.
Okay. It does take standard primary damage.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I will roll that. Nice. 13.
Right on.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka. That'd be cool when you throw a hit like that. There's like a wave of force.
Yeah, I was
throw out
expecting the ripple that ran off my fist to spread further, but apparently it didn't. Yet, damage nonetheless, but no stun.
All right, Thad's turn.
I'm going to cast water walking. So.
Wants to walk on her head.
Okay, you start casting water walking on yourself. All right, and now it's my turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attacking Uric.
Nope.
Swings
no,
with
you're
a
not.
mighty fist. AC 18.
That's a hit. Not.
Boom. 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yep. And you're drenched.
Okay. Damn, that hurt.
And Uric's turn.
Hold on.
I'll subtract it for you if you want.
Oh, it's hitting my push to talk and it screwed me up. Okay, I'm gonna yell, "You shall not pass," and shoot a magic missile at their face.
Okay.
That 3 missiles. Yes. Well, that's not good. 4 points of damage. I guess they will pass.
Well,
Minimum damage. Sorry, 6 points of damage.
okay.
1 plus 1.
Boom.
That was lame. I did nearly max damage on the fireball.
Yeah.
Freaking
you can't
magic
win them all,
missile.
you know what I'm saying?
It's a dud magic missile, man. Spirits were not with me on this one.
No. All right, Weasel's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing with my sword.
What's that?
I'm gonna swing with my sword.
Oh, okay. All right, AC
Yeah, I missed.
9 is going to be a miss. And all right, and then AC 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. You see some movement coming from further on down the hallway, or not really hallway, cavern, I should say. And it is initiative again. Let me clear this out.
That's not good. These zombies.
All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's everybody. All right. Davin with his lightning reflexes again goes first.
Okay. Probably because Thad can't see, I'm gonna yell his name and point at the incoming baddies, and then I'll kick this water thing.
Okay.
$25
Ooh, that's definitely a hit.
for 7 points of damage.
Oof. All right, Weasel's turn. You're wet too from the waist down.
It's another sword attack.
That is a hit with his longsword.
I see your lips moving, but I'm not hearing anything.
Oh yeah, we don't hear you, Weasel.
Your mic must have got unplugged again.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you.
God damn it. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, longsword +2, and I'll roll damage. So 6, 8, +1 for the prayer would be a 10. Or 9, I'm sorry.
All right. 9 points of damage.
Still alive?
Oh yeah. It's Thad's turn.
No, it skipped me.
Oh. Oh, you're right. Yep, Uric. Your turn.
I'm gonna cast magic or mirror image.
Okay. How many guys does that give you?
1d4 plus 1.
One?
2 more. 2 more.
Okay, so I'll copy him.
That's lame again. Jesus.
There's now 3 Urics. Thad's turn.
All right. Now that I'm got the capability of walking on water, I'm gonna mosey on down and hit this thing with my magic mace
Okay.
while standing on the water.
Okay. You walk across
Like-
the water. You guys are like, who is this guy?
JC? That no.
That's a definite miss.
Okay, you
I
swing,
rolled
but you miss. But you impress everybody by walking on the water. All right, so 1, 2,
Show off.
4. 1, 2,
He impressed himself so much he missed.
Yeah, guys, check this out. Whoa. All right, it swings at the weasel. It hits AC 17.
Yes, that will be a hit, just barely.
Now you're soaked, and you take 8 points of damage. I'll take a
Damn.
if you want. Here.
Thank you.
8 points. And
Hey,
then
I'm near you.
1, 2,
The thing hits hard, man.
3.
Yeah, it does.
2, 3.
Oh, wait, what the fuck is that?
Are these zombies or are they?
These humanoid forms are walking, crawling to you guys.
Do they look like they've been deceased at one point, or do they look more like cave dwellers? Or
Holy
both?
crap!
They look like recently deceased people. And
Oh,
this one is going to attack Davin. And that is a definite hit on Davin. And then this one, oh, you moved out of the water. That one's going to attack Davin as well. And that's a hit. So they both hit.
yeah, walking on water was.
So as
what
you're
defense-
fighting the elemental, this like horde of undead zombies is crawling across, the rock and the gravel, and over the last couple of battle rounds, and makes its way to Davin, and two of them lash out with their clawed hands and strike him. One striking him in the shoulder, one in the thigh. One does 2 points of damage. Another one does 2 for a total of 4 points of damage.
Okay.
4. And you're like, what the hell is this nonsense? And we will clear that. And now it's initiative again. You're like, what? 3 Urics, a water elemental, and a horde of zombies?
I can turn them, but I'd probably go last.
That sounds like some kind of porno.
I'll show you a porno. I don't know what that means.
Let's see. Is that
No good rolls for initiative. Jesus.
And yeah, let's do that one. And which one? This one. That one over here. And we'll do that one. Okay. And just talking to myself over here.
It's not very reassuring.
All right. All right. Weasel. Does Weasel go first? No. Yeah, Weasel goes first.
Okay, I swing at this water sprite thing or whatever again with my magic sword.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me.
Pass.
That's a miss. Critical fumble.
What the hell?
You drop your weapon in the water.
Oh, shit.
And now it's the water elemental's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to strike at Uric, and it's got a chance of hitting the wrong one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it strikes at... Looks like it's going to strike at a fake one here. With an 18. And then it's going to do 11 points of damage to a fake Uric. So I'm gonna. So one of you.
Thank God.
Yeah, one of them's gone. And then
That would have killed me.
Crap.
yeah, Davin's turn. yeah, would have.
Okay.
And our backs are against the wall. We can't really climb up, can we?
Yeah, but it's hard. Especially with the zombies nipping at your heels, literally.
Well, Thad can try to turn them, I guess.
That's what I'm going to do. When it's my turn, I'm turning them.
Okay. Well, might as well unload as much damage as we can on this water elemental. I think that's what it is. I hope so.
Yeah, leave the zombies to Thad. We'll mop up the elemental.
So I'm going to attack the elemental.
Okay.
$21.
That's a hit.
$8 points of damage.
Nice.
And I keep clicking on Uric. There we go. Boom. It reels in pain.
Still up?
Oh yeah. And
God damn.
yeah. This guy moves a little bit closer. This guy moves closer. Closer. The undead horde creeps in.
Uh-oh.
That?
Yeah. And
Ah!
a couple of guys that are not undead also join in.
You bastard.
Yeah. And Davin, completely surrounded by zombies here, is going to get attacked. And hit once. Hit twice. And the third zombie is 12, 17. 3 hits.
Damn.
I'll just roll 3 of them here. Oh, look at that. 5 points of damage. So lucky. So you hit for 5 points from these zombies just clawing.
Is that total?
At you. Yeah, that was total.
Now, are you remembering the prayer that I did earlier? Which a +1 to bonuses to hit and -1 to the enemies?
Yep.
Okay.
The let's take a look here. Where's that guy at? And then this guy, who was holding his action. Aha! That's exactly what he's gonna do. Oh, these guys are monsters. I'm telling you, monsters. So the guy on the top, he starts waving his hands around, casting a spell. And yeah. Load. Just waiting for my PDF to finish searching here. He's waving his hands, muttering some words. There it is. Come on. Jeez, page 140. I just want to see if you get a saving throw. Which I imagine you do. H-I... There it is. Yep. So you get a saving throw. So you're going to roll. Basically, it's a dexterity save. So you're going to do a typical, Castles and Crusades, basically a Castles and Crusades style dex check. And
all of us?
Nope. It's going to be Thad.
So what am I doing?
You are going to roll Dex. You're doing a saving throw because a spell has been cast on you.
So you're rolling a d20, adding your level, and adding whatever modifier
Bonus.
from your score is.
Yep.
Well, I also have magic modifiers.
You have magic what?
Magic modifiers?
Yeah,
Regular
prayer
protection.
gives you a +1 also.
Yeah, so on your character sheet, right, you're just going to open up your character sheet and click the D20 symbol next to dexterity, which is going to roll that check for you and factor everything in. Then you're going to add an additional +1 to it. Whatever the number is, you're going to say that +1 for the prayer.
Oh, my dexterity. Doesn't my ring of protection, my holy symbols, doesn't it?
You were cutting out. I didn't hear what you said.
My ring of protection and my holy symbols, don't they?
Your holy symbol what?
My holy symbols of protection +1, which works with the ring of protection +2, give me a +3 bonus that I had.
For armor class. This is a saving throw.
But it works for saving throws, too.
In Castles and Crusades it does?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, so this is done with a totally different mechanic, where you roll a d20. So if you just open up your character sheet and roll,
yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, right next to dexterity to the left has a little d20 symbol. Just click it.
Yeah.
And whatever number comes up, you add a 1 to it. Alright, so you rolled a 17. And
Good.
this guy's
Right on.
target number is probably not that high. Nope, it's not that high. Alright, so that being said, having made the saving throw, alright, so having made the saving throw, let's see if I can do this here. You made the saving throw. So you felt like this magical thing being cast at you, but you managed to duck out of the way of it, and you don't really feel the effects on you.
Oh.
And,
You made it.
And that being said, although, make an intelligence check. Everybody make an intelligence check. So roll a d20 and roll your intelligence or below.
I failed.
You failed? You don't notice
I
anything.
made it.
Yurik, you notice that it's suddenly...
I made it.
Yurik, Weasel... Devin rolled a 13, and his intelligence is
12, so I missed it.
Okay, so Yurik and Weasel, you notice that it's suddenly quiet, abnormally quiet.
No, silence.
That's the same thing I was going to do to the mage. After turning the zombies.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Oh, wait. I haven't gone yet.
Oh, you haven't gone yet? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I haven't gone, and Hans hadn't gone.
How did I miss you?
Yeah,
What's
they
the
were
initiative?
below.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, they
We
were
were
below
low. We were like 3 and 2.
I
It was
didn't
me.
scroll far enough. Sorry, you guys. Sorry.
And then I think Lascar was 1 or something like that.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't scroll. So go ahead and Thad, you go, and then Yurik, you go. And then we'll do the new initiative.
I'm going to turn undead.
Okay.
I don't know how that works in Castles and Crusades.
Okay, so To turn undead is also going to be a d20 check on wisdom. And so the way this works, a cleric has the ability to turn or even destroy undead monsters. Okay.
Open for destroy.
Yeah. So
Is my
you
holy
declare the attempt as an attack, then you make a successful wisdom attribute check. So again, open up your character sheet, click the d20 next to your wisdom. You pull out your holy symbol, you show it off toward the undead, you say a little prayer. The turn undead is considered a special attack, and it takes 1 round. Turn undead has a maximum range of 60 feet, which is plenty for what we have here. Let's see. Accordingly, charisma, not wisdom affects. Okay. Accordingly, charisma, not wisdom, affects the number of undead creatures that are turned with a successful check. So in most cases, the number of undead.
That's retarded.
I didn't hear what you said.
No, I said that's retarded.
So the accordingly, charisma, not wisdom, affects the number of undead creatures that are turned with a successful
I would have totally
check.
done.
So in let's see. So let's see. So it's 1d12 plus your charisma modifier. So roll a 1d12, and let's see if you have a charisma modifier.
I have a charisma of 10. I don't have it.
So you just roll 1d12. That's how many creatures are going to be turned.
8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
With the primary and secondary stat thing that they got in this game and the differences between this and first edition, I had considered for a moment talking to Jeremy about a swap stat thing just because the character would have been created differently in the system. Kind of sounds like that's needed here, or at least to be thought about.
I don't know. It's a question for Hans.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later.
Though I wouldn't really, the stats where they're at, I really change around because wisdom is my primary and my highest score I got, I put there.
Okay, and what is your level?
What's
your level?
I'm level 6.
Level 6?
Yeah.
Okay. And you rolled a 26?
Correct. And then on the D12, I rolled an 8.
Okay. So, you whip around, you pull out your holy symbol, you reach up to channel this divine power, and you go to mutter your little prayer, and nothing comes out of your mouth.
So silence still works even though he made a saving throw?
So when someone casts silence, right, and if you make your saving, or if you don't make a saving throw, the silence which was cast on him would have followed him wherever he went. He made his saving throw, and so what happens with silence is it gets cast in the area right next to him. And so, Thad, you're going to know this because you're a cleric and you're familiar with the silence spell. So now you know this guy cast silence at you. You made your save, and so the target area is somewhere near you within a 15-foot radius from that point.
Turning undead has an audible part?
Yeah, I was just reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you utter a prayer. The character must display a holy symbol toward the undead and utter a prayer.
Doesn't say the prayer has to be heard.
That would be like
I would argue.
Well, that would be like saying, "Oh, you can cast silence on a wizard, but it's okay. They can still cast spells because they don't have to be heard." No, it doesn't work like that. The whole point of the silence spell is to make spellcasters silent, right? However, what you've got going for you is that somewhere near you, and then 50.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Right.
I'm gonna just strike these fuckers.
Yeah. All right. And so, Yurik, did you go?
Well, yeah, you had me roll. I haven't gone yet, but am I in the silenced area?
You are.
So then I'm gonna crawl back till, or try to,
Okay.
back towards the entrance.
Okay.
Need to roll anything, or can I make it up there?
No, you can climb up the hill. Now that you guys know how slippery it is in there. And
Okay.
so you are. There you go. All right. So now it's a new initiative that we just rolled, and so I'm gonna put that all in order. You got Weasel, Thad, Devin, Yurik, and that guy, that guy, that guy. Oh, why do we see his name? That's all right. I don't care if you.
Are we taking the rolls that we dropped earlier when you said that we were when we still had other turns to do?
Everyone rolled. It's still in the turn order.
Okay, well, yeah, I would have waited, but the system doesn't allow you to do that.
Wait for what?
To roll.
You did roll.
I know, because I was prepared to roll, but I wasn't gonna roll when the other guys still had their turns to take, and the only way to clear that screen is to click, and it automatically rolls for you. Never mind, go ahead.
It's the same roll.
No, it shouldn't automatically roll. I mean, roll again if you want. It's just going to update your number.
No, it's all good. Go ahead.
So the water elemental looks like it won, and so it's going to... Oh, Yurik's too far away. Where is that? Let me measure that. Turn order's in my way. I think you're too far. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. Attacks Thad. So the water elemental flips around, swings, and hits a... $13, which is going to be a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. Now it's Weasel's turn.
We can't hear you, Bryce.
I haven't said anything yet, Keith, but thank you. I'm thinking, because I'm torn, because I dropped my sword.
Yeah.
In the water.
Oh, okay. Weasel.
Elemental, how?
Weasel,
Yeah. Yes.
Roll
yes.
Okay. After these guys came into the scene before you did that. All right. You need to roll a wisdom. You need to roll.
No.
Wisdom check. You do.
No. God. A raw check or
Yeah, roll wisdom.
CNC check? A raw check? No. You don't really want me to do that.
Look at that!
Oh man, you want nothing more but that dagger in your hand. Holy
Okay,
crap.
see, that was my first thought. Just so you know, that was my first thought until these guys showed up, and I was going to shoot arrows at the caster.
No,
I pull out my dagger.
You see those guys, and you're like, dagger time.
Oh my god! All right.
Oh, I forgot about the dagger.
Yeah, I pull out my dagger, which is what my first instinct was going to be anyways, and I'm going to slash at the water elemental. I don't know what pluses it has as far as magical, but I'm going to pray that it does. So here we go.
So at this point, the dagger's been with you long enough, you know it's a +2 dagger. At least a +2 dagger might be more. You know,
Okay.
It's your best friend.
Maybe it's a +2 flame strike dagger.
It kisses you in your dreams at night.
It kind of
Yeah,
does.
it's
Oh, you have no idea.
Dagger of cuddling.
All right, I slash at the elemental with my magical dagger, curse dagger.
No, it's not cursed. You love it.
Nice.
I rolled a 20, not natural.
Yeah.
What is the hit?
That is a hit.
Like pen-
And 6 points of damage.
Boom.
Is that including the prayer?
Yes, I'm adding an extra one.
All right. This guy's gonna hold.
This thing's got to be hurting.
Oh, yeah, it's hurting.
That seemed
Yeah,
to
you guys are
affect
hurting
it?
real bad.
Okay. because we got to switch our frickin' focus here. Davin can't, and Yurik's busted up, and I have no sword.
All right, the zombie horde. Two of them are going to continue to attack Davin. One's going to foolishly walk out into the water. Maybe two of them are towards the towards that guy, Thad. And we're going to have two attacks towards Davin, and that is going to be AC 15, which is a hit.
Yes, that hits.
And a miss. That guy fumbled. Hits his buddy.
Sweet.
Slips. Hits his buddy for 3 points. Boom. And one of them hits you for 3 points of damage to Davin. So we'll take down 3. Boom. There we go. And those guys are crawling in the water, trying to get to Thad. This guy's bad news. Yeah, this guy's bad news. He is going to... Oh, I know that's what they want him to do, but is that what I want him to do? I think it is, actually. Yeah. There it is. Let me make a quick note here. There we go. All right. He is going to cast a spell, and let's see. Come on, just go to page 114. Where the hell is it? There it is. Yep. All right. It's either going to be Thad or it's going to be Davin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So the random placing of silence didn't affect him then, obviously, right?
What's that?
Well, he's player.
I didn't hear what you guys said.
So the random placing of the silence obviously wasn't far enough to affect him.
No, it just goes right next to the person.
Well, I thought you said up to 15 feet away.
No, so the radius is 15 feet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you
Okay.
hit the target, it stays with them. Otherwise, it goes off like to the left or right, and they can
Right.
move
No,
out
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So Yurik, you're not in.
So Davin, let's see, what do they want here? You're gonna roll a saving throw. Wisdom. So go ahead and roll wisdom.
It's going to be a 13 with the +1 for the prayer.
Yep. All right. So you are good. You make your save. You feel the effects of like the spell being cast at you, but you fight it off with your willpower.
Cool.
And then Thad's turn.
All right. I don't care if it's free attacks. I'm going here, and I'm flame striking that fucking spellcast.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, and cast Flame Strike.
Right on the spellcaster. If it hits a little bit of land scar.
So I thought in C&C you could only move half your movement and still attack.
Yeah, you move half your movement. So his total movement would be 12 squares, right? And then 6.
No, it'd be 15 feet. My movement's 30 feet.
10.
I'm assuming his is
that's
32
right.
because
Movement's
he's a
30 feet.
human.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
his
it's 30 feet, so it'd be 3 squares. And still an attack.
So that I can go.
He would be
hold on.
3
So then I go
squares of 5 feet.
5, right there.
1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. You'd be right here. You'd be one back.
Oh, it doesn't count diagonal?
No diagonals at all.
1, 2. Oh, I see. Yep, you're right. 3. Right there. So that would be... I put it over there, so that'd be 5, 10, 15. You're outside of it.
And I am using the scroll to cast Flame Strike on that magic user.
All right.
Now, I have no idea what Flame Strike is like in Castles and Crusade.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
In first edition, it was 6d8, and if they save, they take 3.
Let's see here. There it is.
Are we going to have to rename this Castles and Crusades?
Why is that?
Because it sounds like that's what Hans is saying every time he says it.
Oh. That's funny.
That's because I keep dropping an R in there by accident. By dialect.
109.
Crassel. It sounds like a neat new snack.
I was gonna say it sounds like a candy bar. Yeah, I'd eat one.
Right. Let's see here.
I'd try it.
Flame Strike. The caster calls down a roaring vertical column of divine fire in an area 10 feet in diameter and 40 feet high, inflicting 1d6 damage per caster level to anyone caught within it. Half the damage is fire damage, the other half results from divine power, and therefore is not subject to being reduced by magic or powers that confer protection from fire. So, a save will only save for half. So...
Put it right in the center, Dad.
Is that on there? Let's see the guy's name.
I mean, if it will reach those 3 right in the center, I'll drop it there.
Oh wait, I gotta roll. Yeah, so I rolled a 5.
We need some sort
He
of
did not.
divine interference here.
Yep, he did not make it. Okay.
Some luck here.
What's that?
Something.
We haven't been doing too good in this fight.
Yeah, well, he did not make a save, so you're gonna go ahead and roll 1d6 for each level you have. Right, so you're 6 levels, so what is that, 66?
Yeah.
Yep, roll of 66 for damage.
5, 10, 16, 20. I only did 22.
22 points of damage. Boom. And his stuff's on fire, and this guy gets hit as well. We'll do half of that because he's right next to him. This guy, this column of flame goes shooting down from the sky. Hits mostly this guy over here, and he's like, ah! He's not, doesn't take him down, but he's clearly bothered by this. Davin's turn.
All right, this might be at least a temporary mistake, but I'm going to draw my falchion and attack the water thing.
Okay.
Cool, 20.
Boom, that's a hit.
Eight points of damage.
Ooh. This thing's hurting so bad.
Now, I do envision this falchion being a little bit more like the Chinese falchion, a little bit longer handle, fatter blade towards the end kind of thing, kind of like a chopper almost.
Okay. Spin around, slicing the water elemental. Yurik's turn.
Turn around.
I'm gonna yell. Now you pay the piper and shoot magic missiles at that thing.
You got to work on your one-liners.
Now
I
you
know.
pay the piper. Pew pew.
Pew. I think it's appropriate one-liner. Ooh, that's good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Your magic
Did she?
missiles fly into this thing, and then it shatters, right? Into this flood of
The
water.
piper has been paid.
And thus completes his one-liner.
Nice. Yurik took out a elemental single-handed. Good job, guys.
Single-handed. All right, and that is going to take us back to clearing the turn order and back to initiative.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Fuck.
All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, Davin goes first.
What are the rules in Crassles and Croutons that about knockback?
I haven't seen anything about knockback or any sort of like feats or anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything either. Okay, well, I am going to... The guy that's partially in the water there, just south of me, I'm going to attack him with a sword.
Okay.
Or her, whatever it is.
That one's a him, or was. That's the one that's been hit by his buddy, too.
I guess it would be perfect. Oh, man, that was almost me. Damn it.
That's a miss.
Yes.
Single-handedly, Yurik will save the day.
While I was pondering this dead thing's gender, I missed.
All right. This guy over here pulls out a short bow and fires an arrow at Thad.
What an asshole.
Yeah. So he is.
A little bounce off.
I don't think so. These guys.
Dad, when can you remove curses?
Oh, I think I can do that now, actually.
Let's see here. Where's that guy?
What happened to you?
Lasker. And he hits AC 15.
That's a miss.
All right. His arrow bounces
It
off
bounces.
armor. And Weasel's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for it a little bit and then throw the dagger at Aaron.
Hey, you're not going to throw it. You're just going to swing.
Gah! Okay. In that case, I'm gonna put my hood on.
Okay.
And go invisible. And how far can I climb out after doing that? How far can I move? Like half movement or what?
Yeah, well, you're really close because it's just really steep. And just like with Yurik, now that you know that it's steep, you can climb out.
There's a waist-high divot of missing water where you're standing.
I know, but that's why I want to get out of the water. So I'll move up there.
Okay.
Invisible.
All right.
God, I can't get behind these guys. This sucks.
And man, this guy's mad. It's like you caught me off.
And I don't have any area effects either.
Can you kill some zombies?
And it won't let me freaking get my bow up. Or I'd be
man.
turning that Aaron into a pincushion.
Oh, is he gonna be this horrible of a person? I think he is. All right. Let's see if this one gets him. Saving throw. This guy's such a monster.
I love hearing the inner dialogue of our particular DM.
Would he really cast this spell? Yeah, he would. He's a monster. So, actually, I think I can just scroll. Because they're all alphabetical.
Bring it, monster. I've got a backup character prepared.
I was gonna say, feel free to step back and swig that potion, Davin.
Let's see.
Our cleric's gonna be a tad busy, I think, to heal us.
Yeah, I have too much going on here. But yeah, I can't remove curse.
Dang it, where's that?
I have to touch it.
Yeah, not now, obviously. I'm stuck with this dagger. Oh, can I use my bow? Can I use my bow and hold the dagger?
Oh, hold on. No.
Oh.
No, you want nothing more but to stab those two guys with that dagger.
Hurl this dagger at one of them and
No,
bury it
you
in their
wanna-
chest.
you wanna
I am
feel
that
the hills?
good. I'm that. The dagger knows I'm that good.
No.
And then it shall return to me like a boomerang.
That would be cool, but nope.
We haven't tried. I should try. I believe in the dagger. I release myself to the dagger and throw it so it'll come back to me. I will it so.
Dangerous words.
Okay, we're not going to do that one. We are going to do...
He's not listening.
I'm not.
He's looking up spells.
Oh, yeah.
The NPC's inner dialogue is too loud.
Right, that's fine. We have our own dialogue.
Okay, let's take a look here. Where the hell is that spell?
Right now we're all praying to Thad to save us.
Yeah.
Oh, and Yurik.
I'm running out of spells, but I might have a few up my sleeve.
Do you have
Thad,
any
are you-
scrolls too?
Oh
The-
yeah, I guess I do have scrolls. Shit.
The spell you're looking for, Jeremy, is prestidigitation, because he can't stand the smell of these undead things.
Scrolls you can do one level higher, right?
What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
I'll look it up.
Okay. Let's see. This guy is going to... Gosh, really? I don't want to do that, but I will if I have to. Oh, dang, that would have come in handy.
I could have driven a truck through the amount of time this guy's inner dialogue has gone on.
I know.
We
it's
must be
because
in an
these
anime.
spells, for whatever damn reason, they had to like put their own spin on certain spells where it's like, oh, let's not call it slow poison. Let's call it delay poison. So you're sure as hell not going to find it under the S's. If you're looking up slow poison, you're going to find it under whatever I said it was, the delay under D, and you're like, son of a bitch. So I'm looking up these spells and I'm like, okay, well, what do you guys call that spell? Because I know what it does, and I'm not seeing
Like
it.
fire under orb of burning or something.
Right? Yeah. It's like continual light is continual flame. It's like, okay, what, continual light just wasn't good enough for you guys?
Well, they did ever.
Which, I mean, I get it. You got to put your stamp on it or whatever, but it makes searching really, really challenging. Okay, let's go with that one. There, I found one of them. That one's fine. I'll go with that spell. Let's see.
So what? Ron can just willy-nilly pick whatever spell he wants.
Well, no, I found one of their other ones when I was searching for a different spell. There it is. And there's no saving throw. Okay, great. All right, so he casts a spell, and this gigantic spiritual mace appears here in front of Thad and strikes at him.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's a hit. And so you are hit with this spiritual mace.
Now, are you taking into consideration the magic
yes.
armor?
Oh yeah.
Is my 18 plus whatever bonuses from the armor?
Yeah, 19.
And the prayer minus.
Dude, I need you to turn these things so I can run at these guys. I gotta stab them so bad. So bad.
In the worst way. 7 points of damage to that from the spiritual mace. Why am I not clicking on it?
7.
-7. Boom. Alright. And then the zombies go. Alright. The zombies are going to move forward. These guys are trying to follow this guy. He's trying to follow Thad. And then these 3 guys are going to swing at Davin. Miss. Miss. Wait, is that a miss? 15. That's a hit. It's 12. That's a miss. So 1 hit. He bites you for 2 points of damage.
Who's getting bit?
Davin got bit by 2 zombies.
Got it.
I think Davin needs to throw the nondescript ring on from our hole.
And then it's Thad's turn.
All right. I will turn undead.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your wisdom.
All right. So wisdom. Well, what the shit?
That can't be right. You have to have more than that.
He rolled a 2, and then he's got +6 bonuses.
He's got his level.
That is his level.
And what about his modifier?
Where's your modifier?
Yeah, where's my modifier?
Let's take a look at that character sheet real quick.
You have to add that.
Yeah, he doesn't have his modifiers in here. Wisdom is
If it's a 16, it's +2.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add a +2 in there.
And then his prayer adds another 1.
And then that 15 is a +1.
And I'm sure it's primary.
And
It is primary.
Yep. Okay, I just updated it for you. So go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, I went in, I was like, whoa.
So you can roll it again, or you can just add the +2 onto that, make it a 10. It's up to you.
I'd rather roll it again.
Okay.
Don't forget the prayer adds another 1.
We can manually add that after.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't forget it.
Hey, it's fixed.
Yep, there you go. 23. Now roll
+1. So 24.
Roll 1d12.
A whopping 3.
And you are
6th level.
Oh man, you're gonna destroy these guys. So you rolled 3.
Yep.
So choose
Yeah.
3 to be destroyed.
I'm gonna destroy. How do I ping?
Yeah, you just hold down the mouse.
That one?
Okay. This one.
This one? No, not that one. This one?
Okay.
I'm making a path for the weasel.
Okay. And one more.
And this.
Those undead just burst into dust.
Yeah, I wish I would have rolled higher on that D12.
They're teleporting.
Yeah.
No, they're multi-meal.
All right. Now it is Yurik's turn.
Is that silence still up?
You're outside of it, so you wouldn't know.
Can I see Lasker?
Let's see. Take this guy, and let's go. Nope.
You'd have to step forward one.
Can I do that? And cast a spell?
You
Or do
step
we
forward
enter?
and you start muttering, and you realize you're not saying anything. You do a little test because you know about the silence. So you do a little test. You're like, "Hey, is this thing on?" You're like, and you hear nothing.
Well, that sucks. I can move over here. Yes.
They'll still be in it.
I know these tight caverns.
You can do a little dance and step back again and then do something at the zombies. I mean, that's up to you, or just keep going forward.
Well, no, I need to cast a spell. Yeah, I guess I can
Yeah.
walk through it. Yeah, I'm gonna go forward here and attack this zombie.
Because that zombie's pretty damaged. All I gotta do is hit it, it'll drop.
Yeah.
And at least it'll stop swinging at Davin.
Or I can fumble.
Don't do that.
I blame you, Yurik.
Are you fucking serious?
What did I do?
Why did you click that? You didn't roll a fumble. You clicked the wrong button.
Did you fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, man, you hit an
Did
ally?
he? Yeah.
All right, a 1 or a 2, you hit Weasel. A 3 or a 4, you hit Davin. Roll a d4.
What the fuck, dude? I thought I had the curse dagger.
Weasel?
But you have one too.
Yeah.
So you hit Weasel. Go ahead and roll your damage. For
God
some
damn
reason,
it.
you're just walked up behind
5
you quietly and
damage.
stabbed you for 5 points.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a nasty dagger. It just wanted to find a home.
Oh,
I was running forward to kill the zombie and it ran across your hamstring on accident.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
Actually, being that you're invisible, he wasn't aware that you were there, and he comes running in,
Yeah, it's
brandishing
your
his
fault.
thing wildly.
For putting your cloak on. I mean, like,
Yeah, I was
that's all your
invisible.
fault.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, you would be.
Okay.
And you're around the corner. I just running around. Okay, I guess it's
Did you take the 5
Fuck
hit points
me.
off your
Yeah.
guy, or do I need
yeah.
to?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Sorry, he didn't.
all right, so we're gonna clear the turn order, and we will go ahead and roll initiative.
Single-handedly taking everyone out.
Where'd my roll go?
He's like, I'll take down my party members. I'll take down fucking water elementals.
I've got a berserking mage.
Yeah. It's like,
His
whatever
path
it
to
takes.
becoming his uncle is complete.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
for real.
Isn't working anymore.
You have to click on your guy and make sure your guy is
Yeah, you
highlighted.
gotta highlight your guy.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. All right. let me
Now
see.
that's fucking teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
All right. Thad goes first.
I'm gonna turn undead again.
Let's see. Let's see here. Let me see how many times you can do this. Oh, there we go. Turn undead.
The first time shouldn't count because he didn't even get anything out. So
Yep.
he's done it once, I would say.
So you can turn. Okay, yeah, you can turn one type of undead. So what you can do is you can turn one type of undead per round.
And we're on a new round.
So turning undead requires a successful wisdom attribute check. Challenge level for the check is equal to the undead creature's hit dice. Yep, that's what I was doing. Successful turn undead check results in the undead monster being turned or destroyed. That's what we did. If the attempt fails, however, you cannot turn that group again for the remainder of the combat, but that's not what happened here. There was a special circumstance.
Nope.
Using this so yeah, you can do it again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because the 3 he did it to earlier, they all died. So he didn't try these guys in theory. So it'd be their first. Anyway.
Well, it's done as like if his god has said you're done turning zombies today is kind of what they're saying. So he can turn, but as soon as he fails on that type, then he has to wait a day.
Yeah.
And probably like atone for his sins or whatever.
Well, I won't be atoning for no sins because I've done turn.
All right, so you rolled a 2.
What? No, I didn't.
Rolling d20.
Oh,
right.
fuck.
2 plus 6 plus 2.
God damn it, Hans.
You rolled an 11. However, that's enough to turn these guys. So go ahead and roll your d12.
Nine.
And they turn to dust.
I could have done that the first time.
Good job. All right, Weasel's turn.
All right, still invisible. I'm going to move hastily forward, kind of like a maniac, because no one can see me, waving this dagger all around, making this crazy face. And then I'm going to use my sneak attack and stab it straight into Aaron's chest.
Let's see, 1,
Kill that fuck.
2, 3. It looks like 3 to me. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, I counted 3.
Okay. And roll it.
+2 for the sneak. And a +1 for the prayer, so a +3. Oh, fuck. A 9.
Oh, that's a miss. You're so eager. You're just swinging in the air.
Do I become visible?
We're gonna say no because it's not like that roll was so low.
I'm just waving all around.
You're just waving in the air.
I'm dancing all around. Woo!
You might as well be making faces at him.
That roll was so bad that
you
would recognize you.
And Davin's turn. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, what I would like to do is slip on the Ring of Invisibility.
Oh, yeah.
Move to here. And if I can do anything else this turn, I would like to drink the potion of extra healing.
So you can reach in, grab the ring, put it on, and you can move. And then, but taking another action of like drinking would be the next time. So
Next
time
turn,
you could
okay.
drink it and then move.
Good enough. So Ring of Invisibility, I'm going to move to there.
Okay. And then this guy's turn. Oh. He's going to keep firing that bow at Thad. And so that is 20-something. And that's definitely going to be a hit to Thad. Oh, are you kidding me? 1 point of damage. He barely hits you with an arrow.
Short bows can shoot twice.
I don't think in Castles and Crusades they do a rate of fire of 2 in this one. I was looking it up.
Okay, because we had that debate last time and we couldn't find the rate of fire, so we said we just went with 2.
I looked it up later, and it turns out that's how they do it here. I don't know if I like that or not. But
so are all missile weapons 1? Then I assume 1 attack.
That's all I could find, and even looking it up online.
Okay.
Which I don't.
Are they reduced by hit points?
So he's going to fire once and barely nicks you.
Right.
And then now it's Yurik's turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to step forward here. My little mirror image. Am I still in the silent zone here?
Let's see. You are.
Damn it. Well, I can't go out in the water. Shit. I'm not going to charge him. All my frontline fighters here are invisible. God damn it.
How many damage do you have? Wow.
No, I don't. I'm just seeing if this needs a verbal. Okay, that one does.
Oh yeah, because motion.
Can you web them or something?
Not in the silent zone.
Well, you can step forward 1 more. You've only moved 2.
Sorry, I'm looking it up.
Looking up the spell.
I mean, I know you can't see us, but you know we haven't run away. We're doing something. And Thad's a beast. He's got Lascar locked down. Aaron's still limping like a bitch. That's right, Aaron. You heard me, but you can't see me. Ha!
Well, now that you've spoken to him,
okay. Well, I'm going to step forward and see if I'm still, if my footsteps ring out at all.
I'm saying it mentally, Thad, not out loud.
They do ring out?
Dancing around.
Yeah, you're outside of it now.
Okay, I'm going to cast Charm Person on Aaron to stick Lasker in the back. Say, hey, your buddy is against you. You should kill him.
So he's gonna get a saving throw for that.
Yeah, and he gets a +5 because it's we've been attacking him.
And he gets a -1 to his save.
Yeah, so he gets a +4. Let's see, 94. All right. Charm person. Alright. A charisma saving throw to negate it. Alright. This guy is going to get... Ooh, he rolled really bad. Let's check out his bonuses real quick. Oops. What's your level? 6. So my target number is a 6. Oh.
I'm on level 5.
Yeah, so your target. So with level 5, my target number is a 5, and I get a +5, right? Because you've been attacking the guy. So even with a 1, I roll a 6, right? And even though
that doesn't make any sense.
Right, so you're not high enough level to charm somebody that you've been attacking. If you were like 7th level, then there's a chance that you could attack somebody and then charm them. Otherwise, you got to not be attacking them.
But I'm just saying, even if I wasn't attacking them, they could still roll a 5 and not be charms on any. This is on any. I don't know.
Right.
That seems like that doesn't seem
weird,
right for the spell.
Yeah.
Like that seems like So the best case scenario is a 4% chance,
Right,
or
but I guess
25%
look at
chance.
it this way: if you were an archmage, right, at 18th level, then the target and you try to charm somebody, their target number is now 18 to roll on a d20.
Is that how it works? I thought it was just a saving throw
Right, but my target number is whatever your level is.
for saving throws.
When you are casting a spell at somebody, the saving throw target number is whatever your level is. So an 18th level spellcaster makes it a target number of 18 to roll to save to try to not to make the save, right? And so because you're fifth or sixth level, that brings it way down, that target number.
Well, I mean, that does that affect web too? Because it's a saving throw as well.
Anything that has a saving throw,
That
right?
seems
That's
a
the
little
target
weird.
number. So like when Hans came in with this flame strike, right, and he cast flame strike at these guys, um, I rolled like a 1 or a 2 on that save, which was well below, right, the target number of his caster level, which was 6,
Yeah.
right? But with you with the charm, I get that huge plus because you've been attacking the guy, which basically negates all your levels. Which means, I mean, you might as well be a first level caster trying to target someone. Basically, I guess is what they're saying. But
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of anything with a saving throw pointless to cast as a low level caster.
yeah, it is. I don't disagree with you. I mean, I'm kind of looking at some of this stuff going. I don't understand how. Like, I can see it in the sense of like if somebody was playing and they were, a 10th, 12th, 15th level character, and those target numbers on a d20 are really high, 10, 12, 15. But it also feels like in this game that it's just making spellcasting just really really weak for anything level 10 or less, right? Because the target number is so easy to hit. Plus, you get so many bonuses, right? Because when you're rolling that check, and this is what we ran into, I think, also with the stat checks. When you're rolling that save against somebody's caster level, right? It seems like you're almost always going to do it unless you're up against some 18th level mage.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then it makes 18th level mages impossible
Yeah, because
to
when
save
you
again.
think about
That's why I'm saying it
exactly,
doesn't.
it's like it's
That
two
seems wrong.
extremes. If it definitely feels like two extremes, right? Of it's either impossible, or it's like it's either impossible to survive or it's impossible to be like offensive
Well,
with the
no, it
spell.
just the creature's saving throw succeeds. It just doesn't like
It
I'm
negates
reading
it.
the saving throw and it doesn't say what their target number is.
The target number is always your level, and that's in a different area of the books I was looking at earlier this evening.
Oh, okay.
The target number is because I had to look up the target number when I was having that guy cast spells, and so the target number is always the saving throw for the target number is always the caster's level. And so I agree. Like something seems not quite right because like you think of something like a web, you know, you think about like in first edition AD&D, it's not a super powerful spell, but it's so useful, right? And even if you make the save, right, you're generally stuck at least part way.
Uh-huh.
But pretty chances are, like on that one, like the saving throws, a saving throw versus spell, if you were like 5th level, is like a 16. So it's like things have been flipped a little bit. Because instead of trying to hit a 16 on a d20, now all you have to do is hit a 5 or a 6. because the caster who's casting it is a 5th or 6th level.
It pretty much makes it pointless to cast any spell.
Yeah,
Yeah, something's wrong.
If the spell has a saving throw, not all spells have a saving throw. Some of them just happen, like Magic Missile, right?
Yeah, this doesn't seem right.
And I agree. And there's some stuff here that's a little wonky. I mean, we'll play through it, and I think we'll talk about Castles and Crusades kind of going forward. But there's definitely some things like in the last 2 sessions where it's like, okay, some things are a little wonky to me, and they don't make a lot of sense. Like, why should the spellcaster be that weak, right? A charm person spell is like, isn't that a 1st level spell? I mean, 1st level wizards should be able to do that, and they should have a reasonable amount of success, even at 1st
Yeah, I'm
level.
not saying that should be like 100%. I'm just saying, or even 50%. I'm saying it should be reasonable. 25%.
Yeah, it should be a reasonable percentage of being able to cast that spell, and and it should progressively get better. But in this scenario or in this system, with the target number always just being the levels, I mean, people can hang out at 5th and 6th level for a while, and 7th level and 8th level for a long time. And to think that a wizard who's always casting charm people are saving against it with all their bonuses, only trying to get a 7 or an 8 or a 5, like, you're almost always going to make the save. The odds are in the favor of the victim, I guess. For lack of it seems flip-flopped. And so, yeah, I think we'll have to talk about it after we wrap up this session, I think. But
okay. I mean, I cast it, so
yeah, and
whatever you roll.
There's just no way not to, because even with the 1, he gets it because of the +5.
Okay.
And that's not even looking into his bonuses on the stats. So there wasn't any way to charm this guy. All right, so yeah, there's stuff that's wonky. All right, so I'm going to clear this, and we'll go back to initiative.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, the weasel.
One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, Weasel goes first.
Alright, since I'm still invisible and I can't get behind this guy, I'm going to sneak attack once more and just stab the stagger raid into his chest with just a maniacal shriek.
You're going to roll it this time.
We get +1, so you...
9. Again.
That's crazy.
Shit.
Still swinging at the air. I think you rolled a 2 last time. This time you got a 4.
Yeah.
All right.
So you doubled your attack.
Davin's turn. I think you still want to do the potion?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the potion. What's the extra healing dice?
The extra healing is, if I remember right, I want to say it's like 2d8 +1 or something. Let me look it real quick.
I thought extra healing was 3d8.
It might be. I know it's more than 1.
In first edition, it was 3d8 plus 3. Because you can drink part. You don't have to drink it all at once. But if you drink the full thing, it was 3d8. But I can't remember if it was a +3 or a +1. Because it may have been +1 per 1d8. And then it could be totally different in Castles and Crusades.
Mm-hmm.
All right, potion of... Oh, let's just go with that. I'm good. I'm fine with that. Roll 3. What was that? 3d8 + 3.
I
Yeah,
think so.
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, go for it. I was trying to remain like really true to Castles and Crusades, but I'm finding that you can't.
Parts of it really sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
It
part of
doesn't
this
make.
just doesn't. Part of this game, and I hate to say it because there's things that I like about it, but there are some parts of the mechanics that just seems weighted the one direction or the other, and I'm struggling with it. So yeah, 16 hit points. So you gain 16 hit points back.
Oh, so this is what I'm reading here. So a 10th level character casts whole person on a 10th level opponent. The opponent saves a base of 12 if its wisdom was the primary stat. So, like, there would be no modifier. Basically, remember it said charisma was the primary stat or whatever? So they would have to beat, from this, it looks like they'd have to beat their charisma or something like that, which whatever their charisma is. But then, of course, all the monsters, you don't know their charisma.
What's that?
Well, no, your target isn't the charisma. Your target is the 12. It's that base, again, that base target modifier is either a 12 or a 16 or whatever it is if it's not a primary. If it is a primary, it's a 12.
Yeah.
So isn't that what you're rolling against? Not their level, but that base 12 and maybe add their level, or I don't know.
Let's take a look.
If our levels are the same.
Let's take a look. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, we can skip over this.
Yeah, we'll skip over it right now, but I'll look at it because what I was reading is how the level comes into play into the
maybe the level difference.
Because everything I've read everything I've said is that the saves are like underpowered and that spells are way overpowered. There's something we're doing wrong.
So, yeah, let's see if I just had it bookmarked here because I was looking up saving throws. Page 75. There it is. So the way saving throws work, a saving throws challenge level. A spell's challenge level is equal to its caster's level unless specified otherwise. And that's how saving throws work.
And that's all it says? Nothing after that?
After that it says, negates. This term means the spell has no effect. Partial, the spell causes an effect on its subject, but a successful saving throw means lesser effects. Half, the spell deals half damage, right? It goes into that. But it says saving throws. The most harmful spells allow an affected creature to make a saving throw in order to avoid some or all of the spell effects. The spell description details whether the spell allows a saving throw, what type of saving throw is made, and the effect of a saving throw save. If a spell does not include saving throw entry, then assume no saving throw is allowed. A creature that successfully saves against a spell without obvious physical effects feels a hostile force or tingle, but cannot deduce the exact nature of the attack. Likewise, if a creature's saving throw succeeds against a targeted spell, the caster senses the spell has failed. The caster does not sense when creatures succeed at saving throws against effect or area spells. And then it goes into the challenge level. Saving throw challenge level. A spell's challenge level is always equal to its caster's level unless specified otherwise.
All right. Well, there you have it in black and white. That's what it sounds like to me.
It just
but a challenge,
me, it just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense.
But a challenge level is like, that's the number that you need to hit?
Yeah. There's another area of the book where it talks about the challenge levels, and that's where it gets into the 12 versus the 18 in challenge levels.
But for a save versus spell, it's the spellcaster's level.
Yeah, so...
Basically.
Level.
Well, that creates the challenge level.
164.
That's...
And so, just a couple of pages back. Challenge level is nothing more than the level of difficulty of the action attempted or the reaction made. Simplest way to determine challenge levels by referencing the level or hit dice of the non-player character monster to which the character making the check is acting against or reacting to. So it's just like when you add your... In this case, challenge level is equal to the level or hit dice of the non-player character or monster involved. So challenge level is equal to the level or the hit dice of a non-player character or monster involved. A monster's challenge level is equal to its hit dice. That's what I've been doing. A spell's challenge level is equal to the level or hit dice of its caster. I don't know. We're going to have to look into it. But...
Yeah, again, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
exactly what it sounds like.
It also has this, like, 3.5, like, get your calculator out and to play the game kind of thing, which I think maybe go back to the history of Castles and Crusades, which came out when the whole, like, D20 system was made open source, which was that 3.0, 3.5 version of the game, I think, initially. Because Osric didn't come out until later on, which was all the first edition stuff that was made open source. So yeah, it's just something we got to look into because, yeah, some of this stuff is just not really making sense to me.
Yeah, because there's some spells I'm never going to bother with that point.
Yeah, it's just exactly. I don't understand the spells.
Well, you're just gonna magic missile till you're like level 15.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding. That's what it kind of sounds like. Where it's like, I don't get it. So yeah, we'll just go with it for right now, and I mean, we'll.
I'll keep reading. Just keep going. Yeah, Davin.
Yeah.
I'll read about it some more and see what I can find. But I know it was something I had asked people about too. And anyway, all right. So Weasel made his attack. Davin drank a potion. Did you want to move, Davin, or because you had mentioned, or maybe it was me? Are you going to stay put, or did you want to move out of that area?
I think for now, I'm okay where I am.
Okay. All right, and then this guy. He is going to. What's he going to do? There's no one directly. He's not aware of anybody directly in front of him, so he's going to hold his action.
Oh, I'm still invisible after 2 fails. Okay.
Yeah, so horribly. He doesn't acknowledge your existence.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even hitting armor class 10.
Yeah,
I'm not even
like
hitting 10.
The 10, then and still.
So
missed,
it's literally air.
Right. Then it would have been, you would have hit his armor, right? But you didn't even do that. Yurik's turn.
Shoot. All I do have is I do have a sleep spell, and that's not a. I guess that is a. Yeah, I mean, I literally can't do anything, so I can try a sleep spell on him.
Okay.
And that's 2d4 hit dice.
Yeah, roll the 2d4 hit dice.
So it's 5 hit dice total.
Yeah, it doesn't affect him.
Okay.
Yeah. That will not affect him. All right.
I think Lascar is the Duke's brother.
That's turn.
Do we know the Duke's brother's name?
Yeah, it's Dalen.
Oh, never mind.
I'm going to cast a Dust Devil.
Oh. This is easy, guys. Why are we... This is stupid. The challenge level plus the challenge base equals what they have to roll under.
So what's the challenge base?
12 or 18 based on calculating the base, it's always a 12 or 18. Challenge base is dependent not on the attribute being checked, but the character's prime attribute.
So,
Yeah, because that's where you add your level to your roll
So which
plus your skill modifier, so that equals out the level. So each side's adding its level.
Okay, so in this scenario, so let's back up for a second. Yurik casts Sleep at Oron. So Yurik is casting as a 5th level magic user. Now Oron rolls a save. So his save target number is
Would be 12 plus 5, so 17.
if it's his prime, right? If it's like a
No, the
Right.
challenge level would be the spell, which is a 5th level. My level 5 plus 12.
Right, that's his saving throw.
Yes.
And he would add his level, because that's what his power level would be, would be his hit dice.
Okay.
So
And his target would either be 12 or 18. I don't know how it works for monsters in primary and secondary,
that's
what you
that's
use
where I was going
as the GM.
is, like, for these guys, like, whether it's like, what if it's a bugbear, right? The level would be the hit die, I guess. And without having any sort of primary, let's just err on the side of it's a secondary, so then your base target is an 18. So you would take, so the
18 plus the caster's level. And then you would roll your check, which you would add your hit die and any other modifiers you have.
If it's a 4 hit die creature, I roll a 15 plus 4, making it a 9.
Plus 4. Right. And your target number would have been 18 plus Urik's level. So it would have been like 24.
So, but how do we know the target number is an 18 versus a 12? From whose side?
Right. And that's I've read anything about the GM part of it. I don't know what you use as far as saving throws for monsters. Yeah. And a base number, because that's what it sounds like to me. That sounds more logical than.
I mean, what I'm reading is the first step in calculating challenge class is to determine the challenge base. The challenge base is either a 12 or 18. Challenge base is dependent on whether or not attribute being checked is the character's prime attribute or secondary attribute. And this is where I don't understand, why that doesn't make any sense for saving throws.
Right.
So does it say anything further about hit dice, about creatures? Like, how do you calculate primary versus secondary?
No.
Does it continue?
I haven't seen anything about primary and secondary, but I have seen where I have read that you treat the hit die of the creature as you treat levels for characters.
Yes.
So a 4 hit die creature would get their plus 4. Right.
Correct.
Yeah, it's the challenge level.
Right.
And that's how you pit each level against each other, which makes more sense in leveling it out. If you have a level 10 caster going against a 5 hit die creature, it's going to be the caster gets 10 plus, whereas the creature gets the 5 plus, so it kind of equals out more. And it's not so radical.
In this scenario,
but what's the base number?
Exactly,
but what's the base number?
I don't know whether to do the 18 or the 12 because, Yurik is casting a spell. And maybe it says the save uses, and it's an intelligence save. Well, intelligence is his primary, but it's not Oren's primary. His primary would be wisdom, right? And if you guys haven't figured out, he's a cleric. So intelligence wouldn't be his primary. So does that mean when he rolls his save, is he going off of Yurik using his primary with a target number of 12 versus Oron using a non-primary target of 18, right? I'm listening to myself say this, and I'm like, this sounds so ridiculous.
No, I'm just that's fine. We can just move on. I'm sorry, this is taking up so much time, but literally the rest of the adventure, nothing would be useful. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, it doesn't.
So I think Gavin can just.
Maybe for the
I
sake
think I'm
of
out
the
of.
rest of this, we'll just set a standard target number of just 12, just to make it simple, and say forget about the
And
primary
investigate
secondary.
further.
Yeah, until we investigate further, let's just set a 12 standard base to work from.
Yeah, and the sleep had a hit die restriction anyway, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
and he was outside of it. So, all right. So, where were we?
I just can't sleep. I think it's Thad's turn.
Yep.
Well, doing that base of 12, that changes the plan. I'm going to cast. Oops. Just spit out a gold. I'm going to cast Whole Person directly on Lascar. Only him.
Okay.
I don't know if, because I know in first edition there's minus one person to their saving throws. I don't know if it's in Crusades.
Yeah. So you're just going to focus it on the one person rather than trying
All
to
of,
split it up, right?
all of it on the Peckerwood with the short bow.
Right. He also has a sword, but yeah, he's been using the short bow on you. Yeah. All right.
So I'm seeing here. This is what it was. 1d20 plus ability score modifier plus level versus target number. So if Hans is whatever 6th level, so 6th level. If Lascar is 7th level, then he gets another +1, right?
Yeah. So hold person's level 3. It's a level 2 cleric spell. Hold a medium-sized person in place. And the saving throw is that wisdom negates it. And it doesn't say anything about a certain number of hit die of creature.
No, it's just 1 to 3 creatures. And if you well, in first edition it said 1 to
right.
3.
I'm looking at the Castles and Crusades rule, which does not make any sort of delineation about a certain number of hit die or anything like that. It just says you can hold a person that's medium size or smaller, so like a dwarf or a halfling or a gnome, as well as a human. And so you cast that spell. Lasker is going to get a saving throw, and his saving throw is going to be his target number on a d20 is going to be that baseline 12 plus your level, which is a 6, right? Making it an 18, plus your prayer, making it a 19 is the goal. Does that sound right?
Yep. And then he gets to roll and add either his hit dice or his level if he has a.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. Okay, so I roll a 20. Of course, I roll a 1. So I would add my level to that, plus whatever wisdom modifier, which is still not anywhere near that 19. So now he's held for 1 round per level. He's held for 6 rounds.
Right on. Good job, Han. Not killing this by myself. That makes a lot more sense to me. We'll have to look up the actual modifiers, but that
I know.
seems to be
That's what I'm like.
what. Like I have
Primary,
this.
secondary thing. Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm reading this like post here, and it says that everything's an ability check, which is fun. But just getting the right bonuses figured out in this ability check is the hard part.
Right, and yeah. Okay. Okay, so then that takes us back to clear the turns. He's held, so he's not going to get anything. Well, he'll still roll initiative. So he's held, so he doesn't go, so it's Weasel's turn. And so here we go again.
Alright, once more, I stab at him two-fisted with the dagger straight into his sternum. I just fall into him. I cannot miss.
Okay.
This is where you roll a crit.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was close.
Alright, and I get a +3, so it's actually 21.
That's a hit.
Alright, now I get a +4 to damage. Whoop. Let me make sure I got that right. Yep, +4 to damage, plus the prayer, so that's +5 to damage.
Okay, so roll your damage.
So 8 points of damage into his heart.
Yep. Stab him pretty good. And we'll come back to that in a minute. Davin's turn.
Okay, now, because of Yurik, I cannot move there. Is that correct?
One of his guys is fake. You can move right through him.
Okay, well, I'm going to be stepping between them regardless, or at least trying to make it look that way.
Okay.
And, although I guess it really doesn't matter too much because I'm invisible. But I'll take that invisible attack on this last car guy.
Okay. And you're going to get a bonus here because he's held. Do like a +4 against that guy.
+4, so that'd be a 13, 14 to hit.
Plus the prayer.
That was the 14.
Okay.
9 +4, 13 +1 for
14.
prayer, 14.
Yeah.
That's a miss. I don't think this guy's been hit at all. But he's held.
No, last car has not been touched.
Yeah, but you're still
Oron
invisible.
should just
Still
about be
invisible,
dead.
'cause You rolled a 6. And so if you'd rolled a 10, that's what I told Bryce too. If you rolled a 10, we would say, it bounced off his armor or something. But this, with a 6,
Last
it's
card
just a
take
miss.
damage from.
Okay.
Didn't last card take some damage from that pillar?
It was before he was held.
Oh, he might have.
Oh, yeah,
he might
did.
have.
He took a little bit of damage. Not very much. All right. Yurik's turn.
Okay. I'm going to enlarge the weasel. Big weasel.
Okay.
Start growing. So you do 20%
I don't know
more
what
damage.
to think.
He just made your weasel grow.
When he shrinks, he's going to have dagger envy. Or sword envy.
Okay. So you're casting that on who?
The weasel.
Okay. All right.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
So, yeah, just wait. I don't know. That was probably not the best choice. Okay. So the weasel.
Well, your dagger is much bigger. It's happier.
You'll see. Okay. And then that's turn.
Oh, shit. He's going to turn on us.
The weasel?
Because of that cursed dagger.
It's a nice weasel.
Right.
I've been called a lot of things. You're nice has not been one of them.
Why would he?
I'm going to walk up and hit last guy.
Okay. You get a +4.
I fumbled.
And you get to roll.
Oh my god.
I fell
That's
down.
the last thing we needed.
I fell down.
We've
Okay.
got to clear it down. We've got to clear it down.
And this guy, Auron, is like gasping as he realizes this giant person has just stabbed him in the chest. He's going to swing his mace.
And then grew to giant size.
Right. Hits with an AC 20 plus, which is a hit. For 3 points of damage against Weasel.
Ouch.
Oh,
I'm almost down.
you get +1 strength, by the way.
Okay. That does nothing.
And
But thank you.
okay, and now we're gonna roll.
You can sit on them.
We're gonna roll initiative. I can't click my guy. There we go.
Can't you go by 1x2, Cliff, instead of 2x2?
Let's try it. Let's see if it'll do it. There we go.
I mean, I look weird, but that's okay. That's more accurate.
Yeah.
Nothing new there.
There we go. Okay. He's frozen. Your next turn.
Everyone's blocking my way.
So what happened with the dagger and Auron?
Wait till your turn.
Ah,
I'll throw a dagger at Auron.
Okay.
yeah, kill him quick before we swap souls or something.
AC 9.
Miss.
Ouch.
Davin's turn.
Yeah, kill the guy that's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade this up, and I'm gonna attack Auron.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 20 to hit,
That's a hit.
and damage of 8.
Oof. It's hurting. Thad's turn. He gets up because he fell down last round. Alright, this guy is going to turn and run, which is going to give Davin and Weasel a free attack really quick. So you guys go ahead and attack.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Who's typewriting?
Or washing silverware.
Yeah. Dang, 13 points of damage. Boom. So
Nice.
This guy turns around to try to run, and then Davin whips out his falchion and strikes him down where he stands.
Nice.
As he's trying to run away. And then,
That makes it my turn.
well,
Can I
And then-
cut the last car's throat?
and then we're gonna leave it at this. And then you see blood dripping down the dagger that Weasel holding in his hand. And as you guys turn and look at Weasel, his eyes quickly change to red as he turns.
Now be the time for that remove curse.
And we're gonna stop there.
Dun dun dun.
Oh man, this sucks.
Yeah.
The giant weasel demon.
Man, I've really been waiting for Weasel to use for that dagger to come out at the right time, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
It's been nice knowing you, Weasel. It'll be sad to have to defeat you next week.
I know.
Yeah, so with that, we will wrap up the live stream here real quick, and until the next Wednesday, 2 weeks out, yeah, we'll finish this. Although, yeah, we're gonna have some conversations about Castles and Crusades because there's just lots of questions about that one. But until then,
Signing off.